And do you remember, I don't know if you remember this, but I'll never forget it. So outside of the music thing, like my all-time favorite comic and my comic god is Dice.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, you have the greatest Dice impression. We all know that.
Sir.
But the day we were at NEW, I don't know if you remember this, and I was like more geeked up about Dice coming in, who I did not really know at that point. Now I know him, but then I didn't really know him. And
now you can't get him off the phone for 2 hours when he calls. That's a long call.
I was so geeked up about him coming in. He was coming in to do you and Opie. And I was like outside the door. I was like, oh my God, this is the guy, you know? And you're in there, you guys are pounding them impressions and the whole thing, yelling at each other. And you said to me, like, you said, Eddie, come in here, man. And during the commercial break, you go up to Dice. Dice is, I'll never forget, you sit at the end of the thing, you go, hey, Dice, this is a friend of ours, Eddie Trunk. He works here, and you're his favorite comic. He's a really big fan. He wanted to meet you, and we wanted to make the introduction. And Dice just does this. He's looking ahead while you're saying this. He doesn't even look. He's looking ahead, and I'm standing there like totally fanboyed.
Oh no!
And you give me this whole build up and this whole introduction, and Dice just turns, looks to me like this, and goes, "Yeah, so what?"
He's the worst. He's the fucking worst with that. Oh my God. Is that fucking funny, dude? You were like,
Dice, you're gonna shatter him, whatever. What are you doing? And he's just shrugs his shoulders. But that's the act. And I was
course.
Like, I would have been disappointed if he was like, hey, nice to meet you, sir,
right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And the other funny thing about Dice, because he's the best when he knows you, but he's got his guard up when he doesn't.
Yep.
So I was in Beverly Hills
Love this.
to go hanging out with a friend of mine, and we went to a Starbucks in Beverly Hills. And my friend goes, Dice always hangs out in the deli next to the Starbucks. And I go, oh, really? And at this point, I'd met him a couple times through Don and Jim and knew him. And actually, I think I had his number at this point well enough to text or whatever. But I'm getting out of the parking lot. And he's out front of the deli. And there he is. He's smoking a cigarette and he's pacing on the thing. And I'm like 10 car lengths away from the front door. And I see him. And I go yell across the parking lot and go, yo, Dice, what's going on? And I swear to God, he practically went like this and was like scurrying in because he didn't recognize me or expect me to be there. And he didn't know who I was.
Yeah,
and I could see him like running for the hills. And I go, it's Trunk. And then he goes, oh, hey, Trunk, come on. And that was it. We hung out. We talked. Hey, what are you doing? What the fuck? What's going on? He's the best.
He is such a ball buster. And the thing is, like, if you're a person that's easily embarrassed by someone else's behavior, you can't fucking go out with this guy. It is cringe-inducing. There was time we all went out to Morton's here in New York for steaks. And he's doing the whole, all right, we all, because you can't order what you want. Dice will order for you. That's the only way it works. We all want a filet mignon butterflied. You gotta butterfly it. And then the baked potatoes, I want it. Look. Put it on the grill and get the outside crispy. It's gotta be crispy. So he goes through this whole fucking thing. Now we're sitting there, and I'm just like this the whole time. So the waiter comes out. He's bringing us our food. He puts Dice's down. The guy goes to walk away. Dice goes, no. Come here. Do you remember when I told you? Do you remember the baked potato? I want it crispy. And I'm dying of embarrassment. And the manager's coming over. And is everything okay, Mr. Clay? We need this. I just told this guy. I don't think he remembered. I'm fucking in between laughing my ass off and wanting to just run out of the place out of sheer embarrassment. He's one of the funniest guys to just go out with.
Did Don ever tell you the story about when he traveled with him on a plane and he took his shirt off on a plane?
No.
I mean, that in and of, just think about that.
He doesn't care.
He turned around to Don. They're on a commercial flight.
Oh,
people,
God.
their kids. Donnie, is it warm in here? Donnie, would it be funny if I took my
hairy
shirt off?
Dice fucking taking
Hairy
it.
belly, sit like just think of walking onto a plane and seeing someone sitting without a shirt. No matter who it is, it's funny. Let alone it's Dice.
Oh my God.